At most times, we AEC professionals treat our career in a very cut and dry manner. Now, often there is just a need, process, and also a result, which doesn't really allow for an individual to express themselves as they are. Now, this is a really noticeable problem that needs to be re-examined. And in this week's engineering management lesson, we're going to be challenging that by hearing from Ashly Cabas, an assistant professor at North Carolina State University. And we're going to be talking about how we as engineers can approach leadership in a more heart-centered approach. Let's jump right in.
I really appreciated the question when you shared it with me. It made me think of kindness, really. I think that in engineering and in many other STEM fields, we need more of that, more kindness, more heart-centered leadership. I've heard some people more in the design aspects, not engineering design, but visual arts, that kind of graphic design, people talking about heart-centered leadership approaches, talking about vulnerability and showing vulnerability to your employees, to your colleagues, your students, and really embracing when they want to share their vulnerability. I feel like as leaders in our field, we need more of that. Showing humanity should be embraced in engineering because it does come with a lot of opportunities to get the best out of your team in so many different ways, more than, financial metrics or papers. I'm not talking about that, but rather having individuals that feel empowered, that feel that the work they do have meaning, and that's important. So I feel like if we had that shift in the way we address leadership, that would be very significant in our field. And I really like, for example, the former Prime Minister of New Zealand, Jacinda Ardern. She has been a very strong advocate of this message. And without getting into politics, one thing that I have valued from her narrative is this notion that you can be strong, but you can be kind. And I think that in many environments, I think this can resonate with a lot of us when you are in that conference room full of people, especially if they don't look like you and you're the only one. It may take a lot of effort for you to raise your hand and say something, but if we are all practice a little bit of that kindness, we will create these environments where everyone will really feel like, oh yeah, I can speak my mind. I can say what I'm thinking more freely and with more confidence. So yeah, kindness, it looks like a very good way to enhance our leadership notions.
All right, so I hope that you all have enjoyed this lesson from Ashly, and I think that we can all agree here that empathetic leadership tactics can lead to a more cohesive environment in the workplace where your peers can feel power not only in openly expressing themselves, but also being heard and seen as an individual. So if you've enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing to our channel here. We do put out videos like this on a weekly basis to help engineers to become better leaders and managers in the AEC industry. We'll see you guys next week.